This is MLB Now, presented by Olive Garden. Welcome back, everybody. I'm Brian Kenny. Great to be back with you. We hope you enjoyed the nice weekend. Summer is close. Joe Madden is with us today. Bobby Valentine joins us, just put into the Mets Hall of Fame. Al Leiter played for Bobby. Joel Sherman enjoyed covering him. He's a unique baseball intellect. We'll have fun talking to two high-level managers. We have the strike zone challenge of the day and the check swing challenge of the day. Get ready for that. We're going next level. But first, the time has come. Every year we name an All-MLB Now team, a winning team, I think, on a budget with the kind of players we like. Now, what kind of player do we like? This is it. Again, a particular set of skills. Plate discipline, contact, plus defender and base runner. But not just a plus defender, a defender who can play multiple positions, positional versatility. And, hey, we'd love power, but power is expensive. And no metric for this, Al Leiter. You like this, Al? Turn around for a second. Yeah, competitive fire. No metric for that, but you know it when you see it. We'll get to it. Let's do it. Our type of player, our 2026 All-MLB Now team. Catcher and part-time first baseman. He can do both. Liam Hicks, Miami Marlins. He has a 131 OPS plus, so he's having success, but mainly elite contact from a second-year player. Fifth best in the game. So you have elite contact, good plate discipline. This is the combination we're looking for. Right now, Hicks has a 344 on base. He's slugging 468, well above league average. He does allow some stolen bases. That's why he's kind of a first baseman catcher. But, again, fifth in contact. That's a weapon. These are the best contact hitters in the game. Hicks has as many walks as strikeouts. This is a real player right away. At catcher, we need someone with skills behind the plate that has a bat as well. Dingler, Detroit Tigers. 97th percentile in blocking. 96th percentile in pitch framing. Those are important skills. He's elite. He has good pop time, controls the running game decently, a 114 OPS plus to boot. And you see the X slug, we have that on the bottom. He has good expected numbers behind the hitting. First base and DH. Spencer Horwits, Pittsburgh Pirates. A top 10 contact rate, solid batting and on-base skills. A 389 on base right now. That's nice. More walks than strikeouts. We love that. Top 10 contact rate. He's 28, but this will be his first full season despite always being an above-average major league hitter. Good for him. Second base. Xavier Edwards, Miami Marlins. Age 26 season, full breakout, 398 on base, top 25 chase rate, top 15 contact rate, plus base runner, plus fielder. This is the prototype All-MLB Now player. We love this kid. Shortstop. We want to give Edwards and Hicks someone that they know. Why not? Otto Lopez, Miami Marlins. Lopez is breaking out as well, hitting 326 with decent power, tied with Luis Ariz for the league lead in singles. He holds it down at short, and he's a plus base runner. I like this team. Third base, here's our new star, Kevin McGonigal, Detroit Tigers. This is another total package. An incredibly polished rookie, 8th in chase rate, 11th in contact rate, a 390 on base. This is a 21-year-old kid who just got promoted. Let's see a little more. The slash line, right? Batting average is nice. On base, slugging percentage, not much power yet, but strikeouts and walks, even 35 walks, 35 strikeouts. He's a superior base runner. That's base running runs. That's that BSR. Plus 4.1. It is second in baseball. Only Connor Griffin is ahead of him. Plus defense at short, plus defense at third. He's a plus 5 in defensive runs saved already. I mean, it's early. That's a big number. This is a fantastic young player. To the outfield. This guy goes beyond the metrics. Mauricio Dubon, Atlanta Braves. One of the most frequent contributors to our baseball-y plays, baseball IQ plays. Elite contact rate. And after a hot start, his hitting is back to about league average. But Dubon has played shortstop. Remember, he played shortstop to start the year for Atlanta, and Atlanta got off to a tremendous start. When Ha-Sung Kim came back, Dubon moved to left field. He plays center, he plays third, and in left field already, look at these games that he's played all over. In left field, he's already plus 5 defensive runs saved. Again, it's a big number this early, so he's versatile and he's heads up. The Braves traded to get Dubon in the offseason. But think about this. And Al Leiter, think about this. In the real world, how useful is this guy? Extremely useful. To center field. This was the toughest call, but you do need defense in this spot. So I go back to our center fielder from this team 2 years ago, Jacob Young, Washington Nationals. Stellar defensively. He's +9 already in fielding run value. That's a big number this early. A bit below league average hitting right now. You can't have everything, but he has good plate discipline, good contact. He's a plus base runner. You can get offense in other places. You need to field in center field. Jacob Young can field. Right field, I'm not apologizing. I'm allowed to have a star. I'm allowed to have one guy can hit for power. James Wood, Washington Nationals. 3rd year in the league, still only 23 years old. Superstar slash line, NL best, 411 on base, slugging .548. Number 2 in baseball behind Yordan Alvarez in xWOBA. That's quality of contact. He's a StatCast standout. Number 1 in exit velo, number 2 in hard hit. You can see, number 2 in xWOBA, and number 2 in expected slugging. He's number 2 a lot to O'Neal Cruz, and Wood is getting much better all-around results. Wood's also a plus base runner. I'm allowed to have one of these. I want James Wood. I also get a utility player. For that, I like the cut of this man's jib. Ildemaro Vargas, Arizona Diamondbacks. Hits for power, top 15 in contact rate. I love that. He shows up on our baseball he plays regularly. And get this, already this year, he's played first, second, short, third, and left field. That's a valuable guy. So here's our team. Lots of Marlins and Nationals, right? But have you watched the Marlins and Nationals this year? They're spunky. Hicks can play 2 positions. Horwits and Wood can hit. Everybody can field. We do not chase. The ball is in play. This club, just offense, would cost you just under $14 million. Leaves quite a budget for pitching. So we ask you, this is a good unit right here. I like it. Who would you nominate for this year's All-MLB Now team? Lots of good small players out there, guys with a particular set of skills, guys who were, drafted late, didn't get a big break at MLB Now on X. I was close with a number of players, Sam Antonacci, White Sox, Luis Torrens of the Mets, who throws guys out. That's Joel Sherman right here. Ernie Clement of the Jays. But you have to make choices, Al. So I made my choices. What do you think?
First of all, I want to know what happened to you. I love that list. Here, I've sat with you for what, 10, 12 years, however?
15.
15 years.
Yep.
And I know that we're inclined to change and we're fluid and all that. But I am so glad you put this together because it has been kind of my beating drum of, we're impressed with guys that get hit it out of Yellowstone. We're impressed with velo off the bat. Yep. But these type of players, as you just highlighted, are reasons why I think when you look at lineups that are difficult to pitch against, you need 2 or 3 of these guys.
Yeah.
And it's not about slug, it's not about OPS necessarily. It's about ball in play, who doesn't chase, who has a low strikeout percentage, etc. I love it. And I hope we get more of these players. Do I want Aaron Judge on my team? Would I like to have schwaba or anybody else that can hit it out of Yellowstone? Yeah. But I think the more we could get to this, my argument of hitting today, of trying to help hitters, is to absolutely try to put the ball in play and have that mindset. Count, leverage matters. Right. Pitchers want to get to 0-2-1-2. Hitters want to get to 2-1-2-0, 3-0. So I wanted to add these few guys here. Nico Horner, I think, is exceptional. Antonacci, I'll tell you what, this kid was an infielder at Coastal Carolina. He's outfield. You talk about exactly the numbers that you're talking about. Chase DeLauder, he's close. In the same cloth of what you just showed.
Right. You're right.
I love it. I love what you're doing.
Nico Horner's actually graduated off the team. Like way back when, got to be 12 years ago at this point, Max Muncy was like the prototype. But eventually Max Muncy becomes a star, gets a big contract extension. I can't afford Max Muncy anymore. But you're right. No, Horner is absolutely that type of guy. I know you like this type of player. What do you think?
Well, we've talked about it a lot. I think the player I've enjoyed watching over the last decade plus the most is Mookie Betts. Because when you go to the ballpark, when you watch Mookie Betts, you know what you say? Every day in some way he helps the team win a game. Yeah. It's a long at bat. It's great base running. It's defense. Then it's the more obvious 5-tool stuff. He'll hit a ball out of the ballpark. He'll etc. He plays multiple positions. Yeah. And that's how I think of it. And I made my own list of guys to include. And I actually think, Al, there's way more than you think in the game. I included Weatherholt here. You mentioned McGonigal. The good news is Weatherholt, Griffin, McGonigal, all young players play this way. They do a lot. The Mariners played the Yankees earlier this season, and I watched the whole series, and the Mariners were not where they are now. They didn't play well. But every time something good happened, Cole Young was in the middle of it. Where I said, on both sides of the ball, where you're watching it, Chandler Simpson I watched a Yankees series where he just unnerved the Yankees. He put the ball in play. He plays at a different speed.
Yep.
Langoliers is actually best foot speed, sprint speed for a catcher.
He's
plus being good on both sides of the ball. Rocchio, when we sit over there and do baseball-y plays of the day, we do Brian Rocchio all the time from Cleveland. He's just a good baseball player. So there's that group of guys. And I do want to say this at the very top, because like we could spend money on it for sure, but I'd watch Bobby Witt just run the bases. I just watch him run the bases. I had Nico Horner also, Al. I liked it.
These are the expensive options. Thank you. Thank you. If I could pay this much. Yes.
And Cody Bellinger, do you know, Cody Bellinger won the MVP with 47 homers. He's second in WAR in the whole sport this year because of defense, because of base running. He's like the basketball player who fills the box score. There's points, there's assists, there's rebounds, there's steals, there's
also
blocks.
He plays multiple positions.
And he plays
He's
multiple
one of those
positions
guys.
and does it well. And I just say this as somebody who's in New York who's going to be on your team soon. I think Carson Bench and A.J. Ewing fit this. A.J. Ewing in particular. He's struggling right now. He's got to get a little bigger and stronger, get a little better against lefties. But you're watching. Juan Soto said that these guys call each other psychopaths because of the way they go after the ball. If you were there all weekend against Miami, one of the reasons they swept is run prevention that David Stearns talked about is showing up in the outfield. Because these two guys are turning doubles into outs. It's saving runs. It's saving pitches.
You know, and two specific things from watching the Mets. Carlos Mendoza had to make choices in extra innings. You know, there's a bonus runner put out there. And twice this happened to him, where do we walk this batter to either fill the bases, load the bases, or make it two men on rather than one man on? Because when a guy gets to third and you're playing away, if the ball's put in play, you lose. Nico Horner was one, Liam Hicks was the other, where both times Mendoza, and I'm not even getting into the decision, but had to make a decision, was criticized for not walking the guy when announcers and other people are going, that's an elite contact guy. So that's what a contact guy does now, is in extra innings, when you already have a base runner on base, he's creating extra problems where you might as well walk him because the ball's being put in play and you lose the game.
Again, I keep saying this because I appreciate this block, and I also understand how difficult it was to face hitters that we're highlighting here.
Good point.
And there was a time not too distant where, why would you bunt? You give up an out. Hey, don't steal because you might be thrown out. Like, no, the applied pressure, even if the guy was bang, bang, out. Like, there's a, okay, you mentioned Simpson. Like, there's a kind of a, you know, there's an antsiness. These guys have brains, you know. They're out there, there's emotion, heartbeat, and all that. And this kind of play, and I love the fact that you mentioned Bobby Witt Jr. Obviously, he's a superstar, but, man, I mean, even the play the other day, we laid the tag, and the runner didn't know it was in the outfield. Like, that's smart baseball player.
Like, run the bases. Like, I would just, like, we don't think about that often. Ichiro was like that. Like, Ichiro had 3,000 hits. I could watch Ichiro just run the bases.
When we do baseball, the all-baseball team, then it's like, okay, unlimited budget. Yeah, Betts, Witt, Jose Ramirez. Like, who are the most baseball-y guys out there? They're some of the other superstars. I'm glad you enjoyed that. You're going to enjoy this one even more. Bobby Valentine, one of the more innovative minds of the last generation, put into the Mets Hall of Fame. Bobby Valentine joins us on MLB Now next.
MLB Now is presented by Olive Garden, now offering delivery. Get all your cheesy favorites delivered straight to your front door. Olive Garden's officially having a Calabrian